Hi, good morning. It's Sunday morning, and I'm here with Louie. Yeah, and he just had a little bath with the water wipes, and now we're wiping him down, drying him off, and he is on his sock monkey blanket. Yeah, it says I love my sock monkeys, I guess. 3 of them here, and then he's got his here. And I just was telling him that he has to be very careful with this, because if you drop it, Louie, there's somebody waiting to get it. Yeah, he's waiting to take it over. She's waiting to take it over. And it will not look the same after you get finished with it. No. After she gets finished with it, it will not look the same. So, okay, I think we've done that. Yeah. Okay, it's got a rattle in the head. Yes, it does. Okay, let's put it over here while we change you. I'm going to put this on him. I really liked it because, of course, it doesn't have the feet in it, which is what I like, and it has little short sleeves. It's not long sleeves. And look at this. It has like a furry little pouch here to put your hands in, and it's got a real cute little, look at this, that goes over his head. I think this is a squirrel only because look what's on the back. A tail, isn't that cute? So I couldn't really tell by the ear. It looks like a little squirrel to me. So that's what we'll say it is, huh? I don't think it's a bear, just because of the long tail, Louie, that it has. All right, let's put this on. This is tricky, okay? There we go. Let me move your sock monkey over here. I'll give it right back to you, so don't get annoyed with me. All right. Yeah. Wait a minute. Okay. Wait a minute, let's see. Sometimes these one piece are hard to get into, aren't they? Yeah. And we just have to go slow. Don't cry. Don't fuss. I know your face is covered. I can see it, though. You're fine. You're fine. I can still see you. Let's take this off until we get it on, okay? Put a little bit of hair up there. This is so cute, hopefully. Hopefully it will be once we get it on. My goodness. Look at you. My goodness. All right, let's snap it up. My favorite thing to do, snapping baby clothes, poppers, as they say in England. I can understand why they pop when you snap them. Oops. Okay, well, my goodness, let's see what's happened here. Were we able to pull this down far enough? And put this tag. Okay, now let's see. All right, yeah, I think so. Okay, yeah, all right, now it's better. Now it's being pulled down a little more. Yes. Yes, it is. Okay. Now I can snap it easier, I guess. Oh, well, maybe I can't. My problem is, and is my back. That's why, when I had my kids, I was young. When I had my children, I was young, of course. And I could bend over and pick babies up and carry them around. But my back suffered, especially with the last one. I was in my 30s when my last one was born. And he was a handful. He was such a handful, if you can believe. At one point, we thought he was possessed. We did. I wanted to have him exorcised by a priest. I wanted to, how I remember years ago, my mother, she was very religious. Well, for a period of time she was. And she had a priest, when we moved into a new house, she had a priest come over, an Episcopal priest, not a Catholic priest, an Episcopal priest come over and, throw holy water all around the house and bless the house. And I just remember that, and I thought, well, oh, look how cute this is. Well, look at you. Aren't you special? Where you think you're going? Where you think you're going, huh? Yeah. Look at you with your little feetsies. Anyway, he came over and sprinkled holy water all through the house and prayed that we'd have a happy home there, which the prayers didn't work because we didn't have a happy home there. In fact, my parents got a divorce. She divorced, he was the second husband, and she divorced him. So, yeah, that wasn't a happy place. Anyway, that's neither here nor there, but when my last baby was born, I said, okay. I mean, he had such a temper, and you couldn't deal with him. There was no sense to anything. If I put his plate and spoon, and stuff on the table, and he didn't like where it was disaster. He just completely fell apart. He had to have his things a certain way. Let me get this monkey. This is a little monkey too. His things a certain way, and when they weren't, he fell apart. And I remember, of course, this was the time before cell phones, and I took him to Penny's to have his pictures taken, and I had him in a stroller, and I took him. I had to wait in line, and I was waiting in line, and I could just tell he was getting irritable, like he was not going to last. And by the time we got up there to the photographer, he had completely disintegrated in the stroller, and I took him up there, and I tried to get him to get his picture taken, and he just fell apart. He wouldn't. He started screaming, arched his back. Needless to say, we didn't get pictures taken, and I ended up putting him in the stroller and just wheeling him, screaming. And I didn't want to go the stroller right through the whole store, so I went out the nearest door, which happened to be all the way around the other side of the Penny's. So I had to walk clear around the Penny's, out on the sidewalk towards our car in the parking lot with him screaming. And this was the time before even car seats or buckling up or anything, if you can imagine. And I remember just throwing him in the back seat and him just wailing. And then he climbed up in the back of the back seat by the window in the back and just laid there screaming, kicking, and screaming all the way home till we got home. Then we got home, and I got him out. He was 2. He could walk. I got him out of the car, and he just ran straight for the yard. We had a big side yard at the time, and threw himself into the grass. And by that time, I was so disgusted with it all and him that I just left him out there. And the neighbor across the street, Annette was her name, she came out, and she knocked on my door, and she said, "What's he doing?" She said, he's out there. I said, I know. She goes, "Well, are you just going to leave him?" I said, "Well, he can either scream out there or he can scream in the house. And since I'm in the house, I'd rather he just scream out there." She says, "Well, I don't know, I says, "Well, you know what? Take him to your house if you want to." At that time, I said, "Just go. Take him somewhere." She wasn't going to do that. Well, he stopped finally, and I went out and sat next to him in the grass and loved on him, and he and then he got his whatever he needed, and we went in the house, and he laid down for about 5 minutes. Anyway, he was a handful. He just had his own little mind. So, yeah, I don't know. Why am I telling that story? Huh? Why am I telling that? That's not you. That's not what you're like. No. Let me just say this about that boy now. That man. That man is so smart. He's graduated from college with just straight A's. He owns his own company, has his own company. There isn't anything he can't do. There's nobody he can't talk to. He's strong, mentally strong. He just has that ability to immediately discern what needs to be done and what needs to be said and how to say it, and it's great. It's just great. Whenever I have anything, he's the one I call. He's the executor of our will. Not my oldest. Any of them could do it. But the baby, and we always called him the baby. You know how you do that with a child. I just remember, where's the baby? Get the baby. Who's got the baby? When he was little. Anyway, the baby has turned out to be an outstanding man. And I know parents say that about their kids. And I can't say that about all of my children. But I can certainly say that about him. He is outstanding. All of them feel that he's the one that should be the executor. He's the one that should handle things, and he's the one I call. I know he'll come over and that he can fix it, and he knows what to do. And he makes good suggestions. Yeah, Louie. Yes, he does. So you never know how your kids are going to turn out. I have one who was really musically inclined. Oh, he can dance. This man is just, he can play the guitar, he can dance, he can just do a million things. He had so much potential, but he has really struggled with addiction. And it's kind of defined his life. And he is a party boy because of it. He would rather, he also is I have to say, the son that is the best looking. He's just got a Greek profile, and just because he can sing and dance and he can play the guitar, he is very personable, and he's where my youngest is kind of all business. He's gonna make sure things are run right. This boy could care less if things are done right. He's just ready to have a drink and play the guitar and hang out. He's very mellow, and he's wonderful. He's fine, but he does struggle with certain things. It isn't drugs. It's alcohol for him, which does run in our family, which I think people can say runs in anybody's family. Look at you. You're just all, I don't know. I don't know if I can take that. Louie, it's too hot here for this outfit, especially let's look at your butt with it. Oh, look how cute that is with your tail. That's so cute. That's a cute one. Yes, it is. Look at that. Okay. All right. Didn't mean to get off on all my kids. Jeez, I feel like I have so many of them. Yes, I do. I feel like it. I do. Yeah, I do. And can you believe I'm 5'5", barely 5'5". I have a son who is 6'4½". Now, how did that happen? When I look at him, I'm like, he's so big. His shoulders he can hardly fit in the doorway. He's the one that was the police officer for years and who's just retired. But how could that be? I look at him sometimes and I'm like, where did you come from? They're all big boys, big men, but this one is. Anyway, excuse me for digressing off onto my children. Yeah. Ooh, goo, 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 goo. Okay. This is what my uncle always said to babies. A goo goo gaga. A goo goo gaga gaga goo goo. That was baby talk in our family. All right, guys. Thank you all for stopping by today and loving on my Louie, my favorite boy baby by far. All right, let's see. Can we get a little closer to see this baby's face? There he is. Hi, Louie. Hi, Louie. There he is. He's so beautiful. I see ya. Yes, I do. All right. Whoops. look who came in. Let me show you. Who came in? Did you hear me? Did you hear me talking to the baby? Huh? Let's put you, whoops. Huh? Did you hear me talking to the baby? Your face is dirty. You've been outside. You're a mess. Look at you. I've got to brush you. It's been raining here, and she's been outside. Oh, well. Jack's already gone to sleep. Yeah, look at you. What's with your face, huh? Does Mommy need to clean you? Yeah, I think. All right, thank you guys so much. I'll see you soon. Have a good Sunday. Bye.